Good morning and Sairam to all. In this video, we are going to start our new chapter of physics, that is sound. Clear? Now, let us start with the introduction of sound. Let us start with the introduction of sound. What do you mean by sound? Basically, the sensation felt by our ear is called sound. In general, we can say that the sensation felt by our ears is called sound. Now, sound is a form of energy. Sound is a form of energy which gives sensation of hearing to us. Which gives sensation of hearing to us. Sound is produced due to vibration of a body. Sound is produced due to vibration of a body. Now, it is a form of mechanical energy. It is a form of mechanical energy. Sound is produced by different materials or things. Like in human being, sound is produced by vocal cords. In human beings, sound is produced by a vocal cord. Birds and animals are also producing sound. Birds and animals are also producing sound. Bell, vehicles, musical instrument like guitar, veena, violin, piano, harmonium, flute, shehnai, tabla, drum, cymbals, etc. They all are the example of things which produce sound. Clear? So, in this slide, what we have done that sound is a form of energy which gives sensation of hearing to us. Sound is produced with the vibration of a body. This I will explain later. It is a form of mechanical energy. Sound is produced by vocal cords of a human being, birds and animals, bell, vehicles, musical instrument like guitar, veena, violin, piano, harmonium, flute, shehnai, tabla, drums, cymbals, etc. Clear? Now, production of sound. I told you that a sound is produced by vibrating body. This is your tuning fork and this is your water. If you will strike this tuning fork anywhere, like on a wall, on a rubber pad, on a table, it will produce sound. It will start vibrating. Clear? But the vibration you can't see. Clear? So if you will strike this and if you will take near the water, some waves will form, ripples will form, ripples. Clear? So these type of ripples prove that this tuning fork is in a vibrating motion. Clear? And if you will put this near to the pendulum, that pendulum will start moving slowly and slowly. Clear? Now, take another example more. This is a table. Clear? This is your blade. If you will strike this blade and if you will put blade like this, that blade will start vibrating. When this blade strike that table, it will produce sound. Clear? Now, all the musical instrument will produce sound. So, but these sounds are not same. These sounds are not same. Like drum, flute, guitar, veena, cymbal, cycle, bell. They all are the musical instrument or some things which are produce sound. But the sound produced by these materials will not be same. The sound produced by these materials will not be same. Now, production of sound. Sound is produced due to the vibration of object. Sound is produced due to the vibration of object. Now, Vibration is the rapid to and fro motion of the object. If your tuning fork start vibrating, that means it is in a motion. Which type of motion? To and fro motion. The sound of human voice is produced due to the vibration of vocal cords. Clear? In human beings, when your vocal cords start vibrating, then and then only we can produce sound. If the vocal cord will not vibrate, we will not able to speak. Is this clear? So in a human being, your vocal cords will start vibration, due to which you can produce sound. The another example, a stretched rubber band. See, if you will stretch a rubber band, your rubber band will look like this. Clear? And the help of finger, if you will do like this, what will happen? That rubber band will start vibrating. Put that rubber band near to your ear and do same with the finger, then it will start vibrating and you are able to hear some sound. So with this we can say that a vibration body can produce a sound. Now strike the sponge of a tuning fork on a rubber pad. Clear? Bring near the ear. If you will bring near the ear, you will hear the sound which is produced by tuning fork. Now, if suspended table tennis ball is touched with a vibrating pong, the ball is pushed away repeatedly. This shows that pong is vibrating and vibrating object produce sound. Clear? Now, propagation of sound. See, propagation of sound, you can say that production of sound. If we touch a silent bicycle's bell, we do not find anything special in it. Let us now ring the bicycle bell and touch it gently again. We will find that ringing bicycle is producing sound. Why? If it is producing sound, that means it is start vibrating, and that vibrating you can hear by touching it. Clear? It is moving back and forth continuously through a very small distance. Now we hold this ring bell tightly with our hand. It will stop vibrating. And sound coming from it also stop. It is clear that when the bicycle bell is vibrating, it producing sound, and when the bicycle bell stop vibrating, the sound also stop. From this discussion, we can conclude that sound is produced when object vibrates, moves back and forth rapidly. In other words, we can say that sound is produced by vibrating object. Clear? Whenever we hear sound, there some material must be vibrating to produce sound. A vibrating object which produce sound has certain amount of energy which travels in the form of waves. The energy required to make object vibrate and produce sound is provided some outside sound like our hand and wind, etc. Clear? So, and also sound requires medium to travel like solid, liquid and gas. Clear? So, propagation of sound through air. Propagation of sound through air. Now, air is the most common medium through which sound travels. Air is the most common medium through which sounds travel. When a vibrating object moves forward, it pushes an compression of air in the front of forming of a region of high pressure called compression. The compression moves away from the vibrating object. When the vibrating object moves backward, it forms a region of low pressure called rarefaction. As the object moves to and fro rapidly, it produces a series of compression and rarefaction in the air, which makes a sound to propagate in the medium, like this. So it will produce a series like this: compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefaction. Clear? Now, sounds needs a medium to travel. Sound is a mechanical form or mechanical wave and needs a medium for propagation. Sound travels through solid, liquid and gases. Sound does not travel in vacuum because in vacuum there is no medium. Clear? Do one activity. Suspended an electrical bell in the airtight bell jar. Connect the bell jar to a vacuum pump. If the switch is pressed, we can hear the sound of the bell. If the air is pumped out through the vacuum pump, we cannot hear the sound of the bell. This shows that sound needs a medium to travel, and sound cannot travel in the vacuum. Clear? Now, sound waves are longitudinal waves. Sound propagates in a medium of series of compression and rarefaction. In these waves, the particles move back and forth parallel to the direction of a propagation. Clear? So, this type of waves are called your longitudinal waves. And another kinds of wave is known as your transaction wave. See, this is your longitudinal and this is your transaction, like this. Clear? Now, if you want to represent graphical representation of longitudinal wave, how you will represent? Like this. The upper part is known as your crust. The upper part is known as your crust and the lower part is known as your trough. Is this clear? The upper part is known as your crust and the lower part is known as your trough. Clear? So in next video, we are going to study characteristics of sound wave. Thank you and Sai Ram.